What's up, everybody? Cedric and CJ, his CRWC commentary. We'll be reviewing WWE's Saturday night's main event, which took place January 25th. So look, they got started. They showed Ted DiBiase, he got out the car and stuff. He had the belt.
He did his laugh.
More or less his laugh.
He did it.
He did it. Yeah. It was a lot better than the last time when they had him try it.
He was like all raspy and stuff then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So apparently maybe he's doing better. He had his facial hair all trimmed up and stuff. You know, it looked like him, he's just older.
I'd laugh like that too if I survived a multi-million-dollar scandal.
Hey, yeah.
So they
agreed.
And I was hoping they was going to do something with him since they gave him this kind of introduction and whatnot, but no, they didn't. Just spoiling it, they didn't. Jesse Ventura, he's back, and hearing him is still refreshing. I like Ventura.
He sounded better this outing than the first one.
Yeah, he sounded faintly a little gruffer than normal.
To me, he sounded clearer than normal. He sounded
no.
gruffer
What I'm
the first
saying
time.
is,
okay.
like here the nostalgia, that voice is classic Ventura, but you can hear there's a smidge of age or something to it.
Yeah.
But it sounded like he was happy to be there, actually.
And he sounded like he knew what he was talking about this time, too.
Yeah.
I don't know if he had notes or maybe he was less excited. I don't know, but there was more clarity.
He doesn't call wrestlers names. You know, that's sort of like having that's like if you're somebody that is a player out in there in the sexual field, you never call a name.
Yeah, because, you know, you might mess up.
Yeah, the person you're with is always you or this or I'm
baby.
Glad we are.
Oh, come here, baby.
Yeah. You know, don't call names.
Those terms of endearment come in handy.
If you're a name caller, don't cheat. And don't be a player. And if you want, make sure they all have the same name.
Everybody's going to be baby, honey, shorty, bae.
Yep. Or you.
You is not going to work.
It was like, you feel so good. You look so good.
Yeah, but if you
I'm glad I'm here with you.
But you can't be like, you, come here. Come on.
Well, no. No, let me like, baby, come on over here.
Come on over here, you. That's not going to work.
No. What is a you? You know? Oh. So we start with women's title, Nia Jax versus Rhea Ripley. And personally, I'm tired of seeing Nia Jax.
And before she was walking around with I'm going to lose face.
Yeah.
It was obvious.
Because all the time she was champion, she had that confidence. She was all smirking, and now job phase.
Yeah, I'd rather be fishing is how she looked.
Yep. Lillian Garcia introduced the opponents, and it was from a dual mic that dropped from the ceiling. That's old school boxing days stuff.
Yep.
Man, that's some old school. And they only think they did that on the original Saturday night's main event. Not that I can recall. And honestly, not that I even paid attention back then.
I don't even think I ever saw it, so I'm not going to chime in on that.
So during the introduction, Nia, she jump-started the match. Lillian hollered, which was a nice touch. It wasn't like a mass holler, but it was like, she goes, you know. So, and it was quick. It won't, but like what with the opening headbutt and something else. And you had noticed that quick that Ripley was calling the match.
Yeah, from the opening headbutt.
You saw it that quick.
Yeah.
I was still typing when it happened.
Mm-hmm.
I literally was typing Lillian hollered, period, space, nice touch, and she's calling this match, huh? So
it just took some observation. The last time they did that all girls on deck thing, what did Rhea Ripley do? She headbutted the hell out of that short chick that's not worth a damn. Who used to have a title.
Yeah.
What's her name? Short skirt McDuffie. What's her name?
Liv.
There you go, Liv Morgan.
Short skirt McDuffie.
Yeah, I made some shit up. I don't know who the fuck.
Ricardo Montalban. Okay.
Yeah, she's Ricardo Montalban. That's how important her name is. But she attacked her with her head hard. I'm like, what? Nia Jax attacking with the head, but bull.
Yeah. See, I didn't see that, so I just took your word for it, and now I'm like, man, just proof in the pudding right there.
Hell, she threw it just like Rhea Ripley.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Hey, I want you to headbutt me opening and do it like this. Okay.
She had to take instructions. I'm sure she wasn't happy with that. If Nia goes back and look at this match, she should be grateful. She should be.
Yeah.
But there was a spot with the Frankensteiner by Ripley which seemed way out of place. And I get what they're doing. Nia's supposed to be the unstoppable giant. Ripley's supposed to be the one that's smaller and doing everything that she can and fighting from underneath. But yet kind of strong. So this is the female version, a female version of Strowman and Fatu, which stole the night. We'll get to that. No, that stole the night.
Oh no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your comparison.
The reason I'm saying that is because it's two people that you look and say by appearance only they shouldn't lose. So how you gonna do this?
Yeah.
Nia's the former women's champion and had it for quite some months, and have won in some more or less convincing ways.
But she is
Ripley's
a waste
a
of
powerhouse
size.
fan favorite.
She is such a waste of size. Nia Jax is.
She is, but
She's a waste of height. She's a waste of weight.
But she always pops you when she does her leg drop though.
She does?
Yeah, and I hear you. Don't think I don't be hearing you.
How do I sound?
Because she does that leg drop off the top rope or running, and you go, ooh, every time, ooh.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, she's got her thing.
I ain't trying to make you a Nia fan. I'm certainly
It's
not.
just that everything else that she does is not good.
That's the level we're at now. It's just not good.
It's not good. Seeing that we have seen the epitome of how a large woman should perform in the ring and Awesome Kong.
Yeah. Yeah.
She is not good.
Kong had mobility. She could do stuff. She also had that training in Japan of literally working on 2 severely sprained ankles.
And she used her power, whereas Nia uses gravity.
Yeah. I see what you're getting at. Like I said, that spot, Nia forgot to try to hold Rhea up on the Frankenstein counter. And Ripley had to use some epic core strength to get herself up.
Nothing but core strength. Nothing but net to accomplish that move. Because her counterpart is not good.
She wasn't helping her. And Rhea, she was able to get off the Yoshi Tonic, which is the Yoshi Tonic is now a very great move to get nothing done.
Yeah.
They need to get rid of it.
But her accomplishing that safely on her own with this huge woman is a testament to her physical ability.
Yes. Because you can look at Ripley's core and it ain't meant for show. It's meant for go.
Yeah. She ready.
If you see somebody with a 6 or 8 pack, that's show. That's show. When it's solid, that's go.
They stay ready.
Yep. Jax hit her finish on Ripley's back, stood up, and then she went for another.
The finish on the back, it did look good.
It did.
Because, when you got back problems, you feel for, you have empathy.
Yep. Get that mug some Demerol or
something.
And then Ripley grabbed her ankles when she couldn't go back up. They fought some more. Ripley hit the pump handle slam, got the pin. It was basically a pump handle power bomb.
Yeah.
The way because she had the muscle.
She had the muscle.
Jax barely worked with her on. She damn near sandbagged her.
Yeah, she had to muscle her up, and she did it, and stacked her up and got the pin. It was a better match than you're normally seeing out of Nia Jax, even though she half-assed the whole thing, which says a lot.
I was like, I said, really good match. Ripley gets her hand raised, and she was selling everything. It was perfect. Mm-hmm. Ripley sold the damage, sold the match, everything at the end. And as you say, Ripley did great, made Jax look good.
Yes, made Jax look good. It was, I'm repeat, one of Nia Jax's better matches, even though she half-assed it.
Yes.
And this is probably late to the game because I haven't really seriously watched WWE in real long time. But I love Rhea Ripley's look.
Yeah, the makeup on, everything is awesome.
I think she would still look cool without the makeup.
I saw without the makeup. Just not appealing to me.
Dark hair.
It's not my cup of tea.
That dark hair and tattooed down. I mean, the body is hers, so she ain't faking that.
I'm thinking neck up. I'm not thinking clavicle down.
Okay, I'm thinking about the entire package. Taking her in as the entire package. You ain't born with makeup on.
I don't know. Some people are.
No, ain't no mini cells in there putting on eyeliner and black lipstick.
There was that one kid that had a whole map in the womb and stuff.
A map? That one kid, did he have a football head?
Yeah.
And a flashlight?
You know?
Yeah.
You must be a genius.
I am.
Get out of my head.
Every day, all day. My brain stays ready.
So, next we get the Intercontinental title match. It's Sheamus versus Braun Breaker. And part of me was waiting to see this match. When I saw it was announced for the show, I was like, how y'all gonna work this again?
I got a question.
What?
Is Sheamus like old or something?
He's been there for a while.
I mean, because they talk about him like he's 1 foot into retirement.
He technically is.
Okay.
He's not, but he is.
You know, I can tell it's been a while because his physique is different than the first time I saw him.
Yeah,
he was pale and huge. Now he's pale and all right.
Yeah. He's got his endurance body, like Braun is breaking down and he's getting his endurance body, not his I'm ripped for show body.
Yeah.
So Braun, he tried that ring run spear and he got lifted and speared into a chair, which that was some good stuff right there.
Yeah, that was great.
Sheamus tried to leap off the steps and he got speared in midair, as they would say, out of his boots, even though his boots stayed on his feet.
Out the sky. It was great. It was great from every angle. They showed the above angle. It was like, oh man, I hate to be his ribs.
Yep. I'm going to touch on something with Jesse Ventura in a moment.
I'm going to touch on something too about Braun. So he needs to talk to his father and learn about glute day. I need you to work on your glutes.
He was wearing his singlet, basically. Leave him alone.
Didn't Rick used to wear his singlet? And he used to wear it well. You need to work on your glutes, dude. That's all. And maybe your thighs. Glutes and thighs, and I'll be happy.
That's for your eye appeal, not for his wrestling ability.
Well, look, you be scoping ass all day long. If I want to see some glutes and thighs,
I can't help it.
I want to see some glutes and thighs.
So you're calling me out and shit.
Of course I am.
So look.
Glute day.
Ventura called the referee breaking up the pin after seeing the foot on the ropes. And I was like, he is great at using original rules to get controversy going.
Because they were sure enough arguing about it at the table, at the announce table.
Oh, yes. And Ventura was going at it.
Yeah.
That's classic Ventura. And I miss it. I enjoyed it back. When I listened to him and Bobby Heenan, I always listened to him and Bobby Heenan. Monsoon and others were good at fair play and talking about what should be fair, and I always went with that too, but I really trusted the heels. I really did.
You can't walk without a heel.
I see. So, I'm going to touch on that for a second, but Breaker, he hit the spear, got the pin, and I know it was a good match.
Yeah, it was. It was a good match.
You know, and just like the Ripley match, it didn't feel cheap. You didn't feel cheated.
Nope.
At one point, Sheamus mistimed a boot kick, but then he sold his ribs to delay and reset that situation. I thought that was masterful. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, somebody that knows their craft is to be appreciated.
Now, if everyone ever knows, James Romero, he did a thing calling out Ventura and saying what it was. It was the ref never touched the mat. Ventura is saying it's all wrong. He got it wrong. And he just kind of just trying to tear Ventura's commentary and call of that moment. Because, yeah, it was 1, 2, foot on the rope, pause, just barely touched the mat. Not even enough to make a sound. And then Ventura goes into it saying, you know, you can't call it after you see it. You know, once you hit the mat for 3, that's the match, yada, yada. And that's what they was arguing about. And McAfee ultimately caved in and just, all right, like a little bitch. Ventura probably was not happy with that. And I'm not happy with James Romero because this dude has been doing so much wrestling shoot interviews and all this other stuff. He forgot to be in kayfabe. That's the whole thing. Ventura is supposed to be the heel commentator. He's supposed to legitimately call bullshit. He is supposed to say some of the weirdest mess to get you wondering. And that's what that was. James Romero legitimately made himself look dumb to anyone that understands what a heel commentator is supposed to do. I've done it plenty of times. I've done it during our, when we would talk about wrestling. Stuff like this. Mm-hmm. And I would say, this person did this. Yeah. And, you know, Jax Dane, I'm a Jax Dane fan. Yes, I was full of shit, but I enjoyed it. It made sense. Jax Dane didn't do anything wrong. Why couldn't that guy just show up at the right time? Things like that. Heel commentary is what I was good at when there was somebody worth doing it for.
And here's another problem with the commentary. You said that McAfee just backed down. The McAfee, to me, I noticed he's just like the hype man.
Yeah.
So that everything is all the way live for Saturday night's main event. The one who should have been arguing
should have been Cole.
He should have been the one arguing with Ventura.
And he should have called it out and said, no, I can promise you, yada, yada, yada. And then Jesse can say, well, you know what? We'll look at the replay after this is over and you'll get my better judgment. Yada, yada. That, and so it gives him a way to back out.
But instead, Michael Cole was sitting there like, you kids.
Yeah.
And you're arguing.
Cole failed both of them. And James Romero failed himself with that. I ain't saying James suck, you know, but not at all. He does his research. He just didn't do it for this because he's trying to make something that's kayfabe real. And that's not how you work it. Because now you kayfabing yourself. Especially when he called Jesse Ventura the heel referee after swarming him with a whole bunch of he didn't get it right. And then you call him a heel referee. Yeah. I would say check yourself before you wreck yourself. But anybody that has compare and contrast about them in critical thinking, James Romero would have wrecked himself. Me, I can't because I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong. That's just me. You know. But that's my 2 cents on that. So next, we get, how can I call this? What's the best way? The rerun. The wrestling rerun. So Shawn Michaels, he comes out, introduces the ladder match of participants. They have a selection of legends with their gimmicks, so that's all anything was good for. I get it. They were part of the events back in the day. I get it. You know, they were all there. It was all good. It was nice seeing them. Cedric was like, "Oh, you're still alive, Duggan." I'm like, "Yeah, if Hacksaw Jim Duggan died, you'd hear about it.
Yeah, you know,
before his last breath, you'd hear about it."
The last time I heard about him, he wasn't doing well, so it was nice to see him.
He looked good.
Yeah, he was armed. The 2x4. They should have let him in the building with that.
I can have my 2x4 tough guy and then move on. And they're like, what?
Yeah, just let him go.
So Kevin Owens, he's wearing the shirt that says Cody sucks eggs. And it's such a double entendre and a callback and an homage. You know, it's got the sexual innuendos. It's got the non-sexual, just, you know, dork. It's got the Terry Funk in there. It's got everything. Simple shirt, simple words, everything. Cody signs the contract. Kevin begins to run down Cody. Cody's like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear that.
All he had to do was pick up the pen and sign the paper. And what did he do? You know, it's all your fault. You were my friend,
Yep.
and you joined the other side, and you're a traitor, and I'm a gnome, and I'm sad. It's like, would you shut up? You've already got the match. We do not have to revisit this again.
I don't think he ever really signed it.
He did sign it.
It was weird.
It was just a basic scribble. Because he did that shit 3 times. Okay, I'm going to sign it after Cody did his stuff, said his stuff. He grabs the pen. And you know what? And I'm sad. And yeah. And then Shawn Michaels like, dude.
You sound
you
jealous.
just sound jealous.
Is that what you say to me? And I'm like, he was on the microphone. You don't. Hey, you sound down jealous. Wait, what'd you say to me? It's like, you didn't hear me?
He was all indignant.
Yep.
And then he started going in on Shawn Michaels. And you know what he's not doing when he's going on Shawn Michaels? He's not signing the damn paper, man. And he finally signs it. And the world sighs with relief.
He's like, I'll be a better champion, and I won't be a champion that loses his smile. And Shawn kind of smirked like, all right, man. He signs the contract, shoves it into Shawn. Shawn's looking like, okay. And I was like, and I wrote, how will they work the super kick into this? That's what I wrote right then. He shoved the contract into Shawn. How are they going to work the super kick into this? And that's something epic. And it ain't the kick. It's the fans. Shawn calls a ref. I don't know why. Okay, it's symbolic. Get the belts on it. Raise it up. Talk about it. Shawn hugs Cody. Kevin punches Cody. Kevin attacks Shawn. Cody saves him. Shawn hits a super kick, and the fans are okay with it.
Yeah, it was. They did not pop.
Super kick.
They did not pop.
And I wrote that they didn't pop like they could because what good is super kick anymore?
Everybody does it. Did you see Kevin Owens' last match? Who did he wrestle? One of the Usos? I think super kicks were 80% of the match. What is so wonderful? It's not.
That's why I call it a foot jab.
It's a basic wrestling punch now.
Yep.
It's a chop.
Yeah.
Why they go cheer for a chop?
Because Ric Flair.
It's got to be damn good.
It do. Not everyone gets that woo anymore. It used to be
anyone that
loud did it would do it.
And sold well. It can't be a thud. You can't do a milk dud chop.
Yep.
It's got to have some stank on it.
It's got to sound like what Ralph Cramden wanted to do to Alice.
Damn.
Just say it.
So yeah, it was
So yeah, I was like, it's been prostituted, bastardized, and overused, and no one cared.
Let's talk about Shawn Michaels' hat.
Why?
It looks like a straw hat that he's been sitting on for 5 years.
You need.
It looked like he got that hat off the same mule that Yujiro Takahashi got his pimp hat from. Somebody need to take them both to a haberdashery.
The haberdashery.
I'm done.
So next we get Braun Strowman versus Jacob Fatu, which
was good.
I don't care what you say. This was the most anticipated match of the night.
It was good.
So Jacob, he cut a great promo on his way to the ring. Well, at least going on his way to Gorilla, and then he made an entrance. And Tom, what you doing, man? You need to quit. I get it. Everybody got to have a catchphrase. I get it. Everyone's got to have one. It was like, and I got everybody on that. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, but
they won't let him talk.
They don't need to let him talk.
Get in where he fit in.
He's not gonna go too long before he starts swearing. I don't think Tommy can cut a good promo. I mean, Booker T had that one epic promo where his emotions was in it, and he let some things fly. But that was back in WCW.
That was way back in the day.
Because it was colloquial, and that was friendship, and it was like, damn it.
And he wasn't a company man at the time.
No, he won't. He was far from company man. So Jacob, and I was like, he's calling this match.
Mm-hmm.
And he's fighting from underneath. Jacob's gear was awesome.
Oh yeah.
Jacob, man, he became leader, and they finally gave him that paycheck after he'd been working there, and he done bought him some clothes.
What you mean he became leader?
You think this dude's gonna be leader?
I mean, I've been saying this the day he arrived, but you've been arguing with me.
First of all, I didn't say that he should not be leader. I've argued that he can't be. Because why? Solo has been there for years before he got there. The only way they could do it is if Solo starts his thing and say, I had to call somebody in that knows how to run this ship. I'm an enforcer. I'm a devastator. But I need someone that knows what they're doing. Then Jacob show up. But they didn't do it that way. And so, and to the fans, despite knowing Jacob, the thing is, how would it look for Sikoa to be there so long and be the right-hand man of the champion, the tribal chief, the bearer of the Ulafala, and then some dude just come in and say, I got this.
So Sikoa was the right-hand man, but Roman must have been left-handed because...
Damn. Yeah, you cut that off.
Yeah, just
never, my rule of life is never sacrifice the arm you wipe your ass with. So that's why she went there.
I mean, shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Solo just he tried. He did show up to work every week. It's just
we still gotta watch SmackDown. Or at least I'm going to.
What? Damn it!
What?
We had reasons why we couldn't do the recording.
I know
we can watch SmackDown today, but I got to make the food. You want to make the food?
No, you got to perform your womanly duties.
I'm gonna show you my womanly duties.
What?
At least I'm going to. All right.
So, back from the break, Braun, he hit the side buster to turn the tide of the match, which they said was controlled by Jacob. And you could tell from the crowd's reaction, it was very little from Jacob. And from Jesse Ventura earlier, I'm going to touch on something about the ref. So he just got 1, 2. Same thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We got this. This
bull.
was a WWE failure.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, after that, Braun threw Jacob across the ring. Jacob slid out. He was dying out the ring. He goes, shit.
Yeah.
Jacob could do his promo reading a book, and I'm listening to the whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't care if it was of Mice and Men. I don't care if it was War and Peace. It don't matter. I'm going to listen to him.
The Pokey Little Puppy be right there.
Oh, yes. Yes.
That's a children's book. Look it up. Golden Books. Pokey Little Puppy.
And so, he was a pokey little puppy.
It's adorable as hell.
And so, Braun, he jogs around the whole ring and pounces Jacob over the table and into the barricade. It was a thing of beauty.
It was.
And then Braun's jog is what I call pesky.
He walking around like, yep, I'm just going to go around here. As big as he is.
He looked like he could be chasing a kid around the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And then he speeds up. I like it. But Braun does it again, but then he get whipped it into the table, so he just get picked up and dropped. Or pop up, as others would call it. Then back in the ring, Jacob, he had multiple corner hip attacks. Multiple. He had broken Braun down. Braun won't even responsive.
Mm-mm.
All right?
Not responsive.
And
in
the ref,
ring, during a match, not responsive.
And the ref shot. That's enough. But he won't stop the match, and he won't get out the way.
Nope.
So the ref blocks Jacob, and he gets thrown out the ring.
Yep.
Jacob hits one more hip attack, but yet he has lost the match via disqualification for putting his hands on the ref. And the fans justly shout, "Ref, you suck."
Yep, because he should have. You cannot continue. He should have declared Jacob the winner, and things still could have progressed the way they did.
And then he could have reversed the decision.
Exactly. And then they still could have progressed, solidifying Jacob's unstoppable status.
Now, the ref messed up royally. Because it had a two-pronged effect. Number one, all right? Number one, in any actual fight, if you fighting somebody outside, they started the beef, they started the fight, and you knock them out cold, you might get that one last hit in because you pissed. But there's that thing inside you just says, it's done. Or somebody's going to say, hey, man, it's done. You're going to get them off. Something's going to happen, right?
Yep.
Right? In any fight, when the person is unresponsive, you need to fight back intelligently. You're not knocked out. You're not beat up. You're not hurt. But you're not fighting back intelligently. They're going to call it a match. Because something in your spirit has quit, and that's dangerous. So they stop the fight. The ref, that's enough. You in the way, but you're not calling it.
Nope.
You have messed up. Now the fans hate you.
You had one job.
One job. Now the fans hate you. So what happens when people get mad at authority? Just like that CEO that got shot, no one gave a damn about him because he was the person of authority and failed to do anything just, which is why that person felt they took matters into their own hands. I'm not condoning the killing.
It's explaining why it happened.
And therefore, what happens? What happens when we saw that Cedric had to call it out that Braun bladed himself?
Yeah, because he was bleeding. It's like, what you do?
But then the staff run in. Jacob slams a chair into the head of one of them. And then, now he did it well because he threw that chair and then pulled it at the end. It was chef's kiss on that. Okay? All right? Then they put him in the corner to break up the assault. They give just enough clearance as Jacob calms down.
Oh, I'm cool.
Then he runs over, hits the BME.
Yep.
The fans chant what? One more time. And I think Daft Punk showed up. How many times have we seen Jacob do that BME on people? Damn near every week.
Yeah.
Damn near, right? We see him do it multiple times on Roman Reigns whenever he hit it.
Yeah.
They never chant one more time.
Nope.
They did this time because they were pissed with the ref.
Yep.
Jake Roberts cut his promo on Austin, and Austin cut his promo back just being a wise ass. Well then, Austin 316 says, I just whooped your ass. Okay. That's how that started. All right. The ref got in the way, didn't call it, got thrown out, DQ'd. The fans were pissed with the ref. Jacob is now threw the ref out. Now Jacob is whooping up on Braun as he was already planned.
And Strowman's the face.
Yes.
Strowman's the face. And now you've got the audience cheering for his dismemberment.
And Jacob hit it and the fans were elated. And then the fans started chanting Fatu.
Yes.
They were chanting the man's name. He is the super heel. He is beating this man past his limit, injuring him, possibly, breaking something, they could say in his neck, his head, or something. It could be a serious injury angle. They could work it like that. But they are chanting Fatu's name because the ref messed up that bad. Fatu marches back to the ring. And the fans are happy. Yes. And they cheer as he hit another BME. His music hit. And Cedar says, maybe he didn't leave because his music didn't play.
That's what the problem was. I'm trying to leave him and play our music, so I'm just going to keep fucking bucking until I do. And then they play his music. Okay, now I can leave.
This is my music? Oh, Lord. I get to leave. So they really screwed the pooch. Now Jacob, we have to see Friday what we just missed, but we have to see if is he the cool heel now, because they already respected everything about Jacob Fatu. Now you got this, because I think this severely backfired.
Yeah,
because he's supposed to grab that ref and throw him from the ring, and the fans be like, "Oh, I'm coming over this guardrail, bro. You hurting Braun Strowman."
To incense them, but no.
Braun is not an epic babyface. He's just a good guy. That's the best Braun had gotten. He's a monster. He's huge. The best he's going to get is a good guy.
But and also part of the
at
problem
least at this
is
juncture,
everybody knew who Jacob was before he got there. His reputation, well-earned reputation, preceded him significantly. So then he gets screwed over by the ref, and it's like, oh, it's just more reason for us to see your devastation.
Yep.
Now we really want to see you do what you want to do. Yep.
They screwed the pooch, maybe, but I think a lot of the talent and agents can make it work. They got to shift gears a little bit. He's got to be a heel. He got to stay a heel. But that assault he put on Braun is something that he can't do every night.
No.
Someone has to earn it.
And they probably could, put together a good package and make it, oh, poor Strowman, he was all, messed up and, jaw falling off and yada, yada, try and milk the sympathy. But we'll see. Because
people are heartless.
The
majority of this country is sociopaths. They ain't going to give a damn about Strowman's health. Not like that. They'll see that, oh, he's alive, he can wrestle. Screw him.
Maybe they're like but if maybe they're ready to see a heel that's not sniveling. A heel that's not whining. Just go out there and do the damn thing. Do you stay ready? All right then. No, I'm gonna be in my car whining. I'm gonna be in the back. I'm gonna be in the back whining. I'm gonna wear my little snarky shirts and complain incessantly. Shit or get off the pot, no man.
First of all, you can really stop picking on Kevin Owens because one, he's working with the best that he can, and he's also got to keep the fans abreast to what he's upset about and why, and try to get them on his side as much as he can against this campaign against Cody.
It's not working.
It's not working with you.
I don't like what you did. That's all we hear every week.
Okay, first of all, if it was like that, I'd be such an anti. I'd be like, he need to be fired. Get him out the company.
Week. I don't like what you did. No wonder Cody's like, enough. No wonder Cody's gone authoritarian because he's tired of hearing, I don't like what you did. That's all it is.
Cody's a company man.
Of course he is, but think about it. Wouldn't you be tired of hearing that? So what? You don't like what I did. What you gonna do?
He's doing it.
Yeah, complaining more to go on to a match that he will not win.
And that's my issue.
He will not win.
I guess second loss is the charm. So
he doing what he gotta do. I get that. The man is working. More power to you. You're feeding your family. Great. I'm talking about just in the guise of the story. You are wrangling my nerves to pieces, man. I'm tired of that mean girl shit. I don't care if you do drop him on his head and you come back with...
It's not all mean girl, but fine.
It is.
You want mean girl, watch the women's division.
We fast forward through it.
That because...
Short skirt McDuffie is not worth the time.
What in the world? It's Liv Morgan. I'm not a fan of her either. But still, I'm not going to...
She's 2 stones high.
Taller than a stack of pancakes.
And she was, you all want to be me. I was so glad when Rhea headbutted her in the face and knocked her on her short skirt wearing ass. I was like, thank you.
Outside of all what she's saying, I miss the cute version of Solo Darling. That was my fun.
Yeah, short skirt McDuffie. We don't need to see her no more.
So we get to the WWE title match. Jey Uso challenger going against the reigning champion Gunther.
I gotta tell you, I didn't watch this. I had issues going on with the package that hadn't got here, so I just know who.
So you was up there looking at the match but not watching it.
No, I was on my phone trying to figure out who to complain to with so much vigor and venom. I saw bits and pieces of it. Full disclosure, I knew who was gonna win, so I didn't need to be invested in it really. Yeah.
So look, Jay looked like he took the match serious, and the fans were behind him. Nice entrance as always. They wanted him to win. Eventually, Jay hit a somewhat dragon bomb for 2 count. The fans, they was chanting it was awesome. That was the first of the night, so it sounded real. Jay hit the spear, and they popped, but it was for a 2 count. The match is serious. They're doing good. Jay is showing a championship mode that's not LOL and all that crap. He's serious. He's showing that he can do this to an extent. The ring general, how can I say, severely outclassed Jey Uso, and it's not the way you think. It's not. If you try to think it, you're guessing wrong. And if you do guess right when I tell you at the end, awesome. What's your name and how do I promote your website?
We'll give you e-cookies.
I'm serious. I'll promote your website. So
I'll give you e-cookies.
I ain't got anybody watching, but somebody got to hear it, right?
Yeah.
That right person hit your website, then they tell somebody else. That's how it works. Word of mouth. Jay hit the kick, the half spear, climbs, hits the superfly splash for a 2 count. That was all his best stuff right there. And the fans, they're in it. They're into this. Jay goes for a spear because he got nothing else to do. Gunther stops him short, counter power bomb, rolls him over, another power bomb. Tai Chi lifts himself for a stat cover and got the win. His 2 power bombs and rolling himself up like that on top of Jay says, I took you serious and I was desperate. That's what he did for Jay. That's what he did for him. And I had to note, to a fan, it looks like Gunther was scared at the end. And to a fan / observer, it looked like Jay ran out of moves and it was just time to go home. That's how I saw it. Jay had nothing left. Nothing. He went through all his moves. He had nothing else to do. Gunther showed him up like that. Oh, he made him look good, but he also made him look stupid and amateurish.
The well isn't deep.
My next note, Gunther barely did anything as he called this match. Gunther showed why he is a ring general. He barely dipped into his repertoire of moves, and he carried the whole match, barely doing anything. This should teach Jay and many others what wrestling needs and what a wrestler needs to achieve. To barely do anything and carry that match with that level of fanfare. That's amazing. Jay did everything he had.
He doesn't have another gear. What's the other one? Jimmy?
Yeah.
He doesn't either.
Nope.
They don't have another gear. And that could be, you might blame it on the fact that they were tag team. When you tag team, most of the time you don't need another gear.
You stay in that because you tag in and out. You get a little rest here and there. The matches aren't all that long anyway. But in this, Gunther, he's shown various gears depending upon the opponent, what he's trying to get across with him. He made Jay look good to the fans, but to someone like me, he exposed Jey Uso as somebody that can't thoroughly carry a match.
You got to have a knee deep mode. You got your regular mode, which is clean up a spill on the table, and your knee deep mode is when your kid just puked and pooped on the floor.
Yep.
You can't vomit yourself. You got to mom up, put your gloves on,
and pull out something different.
And get it done, and then you can retch later when everything's clean.
Exactly. So, it was a good match. I'm not saying it won't. It was a really good match. I thought Jay shined really well. It's just, I know better. You know, but then again, maybe Jay does have another gear and it just won't for this night, for this match. But maybe later. This could be a teaser, and then Jay showed that he can really carry a match later on if they do a rematch of some kind.
Maybe. We'll have to see.
Because the way it looked to me, Gunther said, okay, kid, get all your toys out the box. Let's play with them. Now I'm going to put you away with your toys.
Yeah. They got the charisma. They got the crowd. They're not depth. They don't have any depth to them. You know, when you turn 30, you better have a personality. They need to get that personality.
Yep. So
you get an e-cook if you know that reference.
That's going to do it for us. This has been Surgical Procedure for CR Wrestling Commentary on Saturday night's main event. And we want y'all to be cool, be chill, be safe. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, all that jazz. Click that bell, and we'll see you next time.